Hello to everybody watching. If you have a second, go take a look at my Patreon page. There's absolutely no reason I need money for this show. I just want to see if anybody will actually give me any. Finally, this category actually means something. This is the first movie I actually knew a little bit about. I actually didn't see the trailer for this one, but I knew it, of course, had won multiple Oscars. I couldn't remember which one, so I actually looked that up a little bit into the movie. I knew it was about a poor family kind of heisting and conning their way into a rich family's house. Didn't know the details other than that. I knew it was going to be a statement about class and wealth and all that, so it was just going to be a fun movie to watch.
Spoilers. Out of all 20 people watching, perhaps 3 of you may not have realized a plot synopsis of a movie will include descriptions of what happens in said movie.
You have a poor Korean family of 4 living in a kind of half-basement house, folding pizza boxes for a living. It doesn't really explain that one any more than that. A college friend of the son's tells him that he should replace him as the English tutor for a wealthy family's daughter, which he does. And then they hatch this plan to replace each of the rich family's employees with themselves. So now the dad is the valet, the mom is the maid, and the daughter is the rich family's son's art teacher. So halfway through the movie, the poor family discovers a bunker in the rich family's basement. And they found out that the old maid, who the mom replaced, was keeping her husband down there and bringing him food every once in a while. Because that was the only place they could stay, apparently. So the older maid and her husband get a video of the poor family calling each other, father and son and daughter and wife and all that, to prove that they're related. And they threaten to show it to the rich family to show that they lied about their jobs and that they actually knew each other, which they said they didn't. But there's a fight, and the poor family is able to tie up the older maid and her husband and keep them in the bunker until they figure out something to do with them. While all this is going down, the rich family is actually not in their house at the moment. They're trying to get on a weekend. They're trying to go on a weekend camping trip, but they have to return because there's a sudden storm and a flash flood. So the rich family decides to have a party to console their young son, who's sad they couldn't go on a trip. The husband of the old maid is able to break out of the bunker and starts attacking people at the party with a knife. The daughter of the poor family is killed, and the father of the poor family, he just kind of goes crazy, snaps, and stabs the husband of the rich family. For reasons I will try to explain in a bit. So, while everybody's running, the dad is able to escape to the bunker because actually no one else knows about it, so it's a perfectly logical hiding space. So he goes down there and he hides until the son of the poor family, the son and the mom, are able to come back to the house with enough money and buy it so that they can let their dad out. Okay, so the main issue I have with this movie is a pretty big one. It's a lack of consistency and tone, and this sudden snap halfway through the movie. It's only one issue, but because it's so important, it takes a heavy hit on the final score. The first half of the movie was completely docile. It was kind of like a heist movie almost, where they were replacing the employees of the rich family. It was kind of funny even. I was enjoying it. The main idea of the film, which is, I can only assume, rich people bad, is literally non-existent for the first half of the movie while they're infiltrating this rich family. They're actually pretty nice to them, even though they're, tricking them to become their employees. Then halfway through, after they discover this bunker, the rich family is suddenly awful and horrible, and it's like it's the most cliched, laziest way possible. The movie kind of has to take the society made so-and-so a monster route to justify the poor dad stabbing the rich dad at the end. But even this is based on a single overheard insult, before which the two dads were perfectly friendly when driving together. It's not like this kind of movie where somebody snaps at the end is rare. They happen all the time. It's just that with those movies, there's a build-up to it and an underlying theme. With this one, there wasn't. It's this sudden switch that happens halfway in the movie when they discover this completely random bunker in the rich family's basement. I can only assume the overall point is rich people bad because it's just so common and already lazy, even if it was well developed. But there's no consistency of that being shown through the film. It's completely non-existent for the first half, and then suddenly in the second half, you're supposed to have known this, and then at the end, it's somehow there. At the end of the movie, I'm left knowing what I'm supposed to feel. Remember, rich people bad, but I'm just like, how did the movie show me that? But I'd rather end on something I like, so here's one. The first half of the movie, as I've said before, I rather enjoyed it. It was kind of funny. It was like a good heist movie. The music was actually what I noticed the most. It was this very defined, strong classical orchestra. It was kind of out of place, just given the context of just a house, a wealthy family's house. But that was what made it noticeable and good. It was accentuating the moments in a very peculiar way, which was interesting. My final score for this movie is a 6 out of 10. It was a major bomb. This is mostly a matter of principle. I was enjoying the first half, and I didn't dislike it so much after I finished it. But as more time passes, I'm disliking it more and more. So, if you absolutely hate me now, please comment, because I want your hate. The next movie on my list is the 29th best movie of all time, Spirited Away. I've been meaning to get to this for a very long time, and finally I will see it. I actually hope to enjoy this movie. It'll be a good time.